offense. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New Orleans Saints. The ball on the tee, we're set for football. And we are underway from the Superdome. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First play and a first pass for Murray. Now he'll tuck this and run. And incomplete to open things up. Second and 10. Murray now. Over the middle, complete. It's Harrison. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A Cardinal first down on a gain of 13.
And the Cardinals first down.
Kyler going to give this to Benson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's DeMario Davis navigating his way into the backfield for a tackle for loss. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Play action. Now it's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. 2 guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And this defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
It's a play fake. Here's Willis. That's again complete to Palmer. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20.
Taken down. Back
now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Buffalo 18, 60, Dragon 60. Go.
Willis will look to throw it. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Cowboy 80, Panther 11, Panther 11.
Willis looks to pass it here. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Cade York on for the field goal. A 37-yard
York able to send this one through. And the Saints are going to take a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
Pass midfield. Still going. One man to beat. And down inside the 10, they finally stop him. But what a return. It'll be first and goal.
at the Saints' 9-yard line.
In motion goes the tight end. They'll run with Benson. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. Trey Benson, an 8-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first quarter lead. Extra point by Ryland up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around, 1st and 10. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. A penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw Willis. Open man, it's Palmer. Touchdown, New Orleans. Trey Palmer, 60 yards. And the Saints are once again back in front. Boy, the action just coming fast and furious right now. If you got up to go get a drink from the fridge, you picked the wrong time. 2 long touchdowns.
Yeah, and that's how you answer a one-play drive with a one-play drive of your own, and you're exactly right. If you step away from the action, my dad took me to a Major League Baseball game when I was 8, and I needed to go to the bathroom. Of course, while we're in the bathroom, grand slam home run.
Well, it tends to happen that way, doesn't it?
Yeah, my dad still hasn't forgiven me.
And able to get this out to the 25. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And their last time out, look at repeat that, Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. A give left side for Benson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6. At the Saints' 38-yard line.
Murray now to throw. Now he'll tuck this and run. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And the Saints are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, he went on the move there and started rolling out. I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
It's second down and 10.
Here's second and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now it's second and 10.
Here we go. Comeback team. Cowboy 80.
Back to throw, Willis. This one taken in by Olave. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
That's a gain of 7.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left. He tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
Willis. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Let's go now. Go.
That's out wide for Palmer. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's second down. Defensively, they're going to have to do something about him in a hurry because that last catch puts him over the 100-yard mark. We haven't even hit the second quarter yet.
And you did say they'd have to do it in a hurry. It has to be right now because as his confidence grows, it'll actually overwhelm the defense. No matter what they do, they feel like they can't stop him.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, 36 yards. And the Saints are able to extend their lead. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. But not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense. Gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
Goes right back to McBride. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard
From the gun, Murray. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Benson. Touchdown, Cardinals. Trey Benson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Cardinals have cut it back within a score.
His kick
Extra point by Ryland, up and good. And the lead is down to 2. Back out is the kicker, Ryland, and he'll send this one away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
at their own 35-yard line.
Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. No matter what the defense throws at them, they feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now Willis to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And he's got some space here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 68 yards rushing for him in his first half as he is looking in mid-season form here in the opener.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Now Willis to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. Willis takes a hit and the ball is free. And the Cardinals have got it, going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. We know he's got the speed to get downfield, Charles, but there's the negative side. A little loose with the football that time.
And that's normal, especially when you have his type of talents, because you feel like you're into the open field, and maybe you don't feel the people who are around you or closing in. All quarterbacks have to do extra ball security drills with the way the game's played now, because defenses, they attack the football as much as they attack the run.
Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
First down, Arizona.
They run over center with Benson. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Throwing now is Murray. Over the middle into traffic, and that's complete. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at 148-yard line and ended at the other. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
Big Ace open, Big Ace open.
From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. 15 yards that time, and the Cardinals move the chains. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A give up the middle with Benson. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Benson, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier. I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try to run for it with Benson. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. They're going for it. It's Murray. That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
4 yards. And the Cardinals first down.
Shotgun snap and a give to Benson. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15. Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their second, as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
At the 17-yard line.
To throw, it's Murray. Oh, his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by Jonas Sanker. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
We spent time with this team before the game, and there was never any indication that they did not like their kicker.
Well, it shows right now that they didn't like their kicker. Why didn't they just put it through the goalpost and take the lead?
That is going to be the question that has to be answered. I don't know about you, but I'm skipping my flight. I'm going to the post-game press conference to find out what they were thinking.
Instead of playing conservative, they go through the air, and what a stunning turn of events. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Murray trying again after the pick six. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
He did a fine job there not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Murray going to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. A final shot before half from Murray. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. We'll see if your week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would.
And nowhere to run for Willis. He goes down. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They need 2. Here's 3rd down.
17 yards on the play. It's now 3rd.
To throw, here's Willis. And it is caught. He's going to pick up the 1st down and then some. They'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. A big play there on the catch and run. 32 yards. To throw, here's Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Down there right side, it's McCaffrey. This almost gets to the... That's over 40 yards of movement with those last two plays. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Christian McCaffrey. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Saints are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. Okay, York on now for the extra point. And that will make this a 16-point lead.
Makes the score Saints 30, Cardinals 14.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
Their own 25-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you to bigger errors.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Able to get this one to McBride. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
First down.
Play action. Now it's Murray. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Murray now going to do it himself. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the 3rd quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
And now the Saints are going to take a timeout on defense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time. They juked him. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And Charles, for this offense, those interception woes they kind of had in the first half have now followed them into the second half. And for this defense, they take advantage, turn that into a pick 6.
And that defense is in a spot now where they're thinking about ways to close this game out. As confidently as they've been playing, I expect them to do exactly that.
Extra point by York is up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
That one nearly 30 It's 29 officially.
First and 10 at the 48.
Murray now. Off the screen pass. That's complete. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. Second and 12. Here's Murray from midfield. A short one here, caught by McBride. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 13 yards. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest. And a first down. Running out of the gun here with Benson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11.
At the 38-yard line.
To throw is Murray. A short one here, caught by McBride. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints' 26.
A gain of 12 yards.
They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains.
First down. A gain of 12. First down, Cardinals.
Now Murray. Oh, he dropped it. And it's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
Hey.
Murray now to throw. Over the middle here to Wilson. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage.
He's got his man. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Marvin Harrison Jr. from 8 yards out. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third.
Will line up for the 2-point.
It appears they're going to throw for it with Murray. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
37. Cardinals 20.
Riley now following the touchdown, back out to kick it away. Well, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they got to be pleased with this. He brings it all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. One first down, you're almost in field goal position.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Saints. They'll be looking to expand their lead here. They've got the football as we start the fourth. The offense on third down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 17.
Trap 50, trap 60. 18, 5
Willis. He's got McCaffrey open, complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. How about that? They weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game, and trusting this quarterback, I think you continue to do so.
They go play action with Willis. And that is incomplete. Well, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. The incompletion there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got plenty of lead, but I've seen this a bunch of times as well. The defense is going to crowd the line of scrimmage. If you just hand it off inside, you're getting your running back popped a lot as well. Sometimes the defense dictates it. If they're going to crowd it, you may have no other choice but to throw it downfield.
And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
19 Tiger.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you can keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, and to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this fourth quarter. That's good for 28 yards.
Defensive capital right now. I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They control this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on all the throws.
This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over is thank the guys up front, the big defensive line, because they've kept them clean, so to speak. Not letting blockers get to them, allowing them to run to the football and keep that running game bottled up.
A quick throw there is incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. They've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. He'll get 11, but still a little short on fourth down. And then with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on fourth. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down.
Hey, Ace. One more. 2.
Operating from the gun. Murray. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Scott. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big play that time on a catch and run. 34 yards. tight ends comes in motion. Benson trying to get to the goal line, but he's going to be stopped just short at the 1. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Play fake. Murray. Under pressure now. He's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. This likely a must-have, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Murray. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Benson. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. Now Murray's got to have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And this 11-play drive is going to lead to nothing on the scoreboard. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on down's the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
If you're on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Here's 2nd and 3. Willis looks to pass it here. Complete to Olave on the out route. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10.
At the 24-yard line.
They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 101 yards now for McCaffrey. It's a 1st down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. He gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Now the Cards going to call another timeout, their 2nd, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And some solid footwork there as he'll take this down to about the 38. 10 yards, good for the Saints, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Oh, and that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, it was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
So coming on now is the field goal unit. They're going to try for 3, and he'll need all the leg he's got here. And that is no good. He gave it a good run. That wasn't more than a foot or so wide to the left. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of putting things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points and there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
Throwing on second and long. Murray, he's going to let it fly. This is caught inside the 15. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big connection on that one. 61 yards. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record. But everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for New Orleans, that'll be a happy locker room as they start this season 1-0. And they'll get another home date next week as the 49ers will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Cardinals, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home